Hello guys, my name is Tyler Potts and today I am making a new video on JavaScript to-do app. Last time I've done a to-do app before and this will be a refresh. The last one was just actually me trying to do it really quickly. I was just speed coding. This time I'm actually going to go through it from start to begin and not at super speed 4 times, I think, something like that. So anyway, let's get straight into it. I hope you know basic HTML and CSS because I won't be going over that. I'll just be quickly writing that out and I will be morely focusing on the JavaScript. Okay, so I will create a new thing called the input bar, which will have our where you enter your to-do in. I'm going to type in here. I'm going to create an input with the ID of or to add to do. I'm going to do add to do. There we go, text, and then we'll have a placeholder of please what's on your agenda. And if we go have a look at that, yep, look at that, beautiful. That doesn't need styling, let's be real. Class, I'm going to add a class called a form element or input element, and I'm going to come in here to header. I'm going to go dot input bar and then dot input element. Then here I am going to go here I am going to go width 100%, height, actually no, that doesn't need to be set, we'll set it here, width, but I'm using SASS or SCSS instead of normal SASS. You can find tutorials for this anywhere on the web. Okay, so this will be 100% width. Height will be 35 pixels. Let's have a look how that looks. Is that compiled? Hey, look at that. That's nice. Okay. My aim is for this to be like a mobile app, so or an iPad app. So I'm just gonna have a look what it looks like that. Nice. Okay. And then I am gonna do line height 35 pixels, not 25, so that'll make the text go funny. 35 pixels, font size of 18 pixels. Color, I'm using SASS variables. If you want to learn SASS, go have a look. Go Another Person channel. I'll put one in the description. Dev Tips is probably the best for that. SASS, where I learned how to SASS other than documentation. Okay. Yay. Okay, it looks good. All right. Header. I'm just going to add a border bottom of 3 pixels, solid and product red there, just so it looks a bit cooler. It separates the two elements. God, it's so slow right now. What is going on? All right, that looks good. And now it's all set up. So that is the input bar. Now we want to create just a div with the ID of to-do list. And then we'll go dynamically create, thinking that is all we need for this tutorial at the moment. Okay, now let's go to the JavaScript. So this where I'll be explaining a bit more now. So, and if I miss anything, please let me know. So first we have to find this in the JavaScript. We have to grab this via JavaScript, so we can use a little thing called get element by ID. So if we create a variable, if we're doing this, we could do a constant or a let. Constant would be better if we're not going to be changing it again. But for now, we'll do var input. We'll just call it input, and then we'll go document dot get element by, and we've put a comma. Good. ID, and the ID of that was add to do. We're also going to add a name of add to do, because if we ever put a label field on this, it will be very useful because you can do force you when you click on label it focuses the input bar. So here we will go hashtag. Oh no, we don't need a hashtag. It's just add to do, and then we'll go input dot add event listener lister. Yep, good listener. Here we go, and we're going to do click. I'll explain this in 1 second. Function. Okay, guys. So I'm going to explain this little piece of code here. So this piece of code says add event listener and click. Oh, actually, submit might be a better. No, we need click, but we don't actually need input. We actually need to create something else. I've only just realized that's not going to work. We need to create a button, and we're going to call this one add. We need to add an ID to that called. This needs to be add to do, and this needs to be add input. I'm terrible with naming things. All right, let's copy that stuff, dudes. Add to do. Okay, now let's go back. So let's quickly change this one to be button or add to do, and that is add to do. And we also need to get that input as well. So we're going to call this input, and we're going to call this. Actually, we're going to call this to do input, and then we're going to get the add input. We probably should name these similar things. I'm not really with it right now. Anyway, let's go back to explain. So this here, this method right here, will search your DOM, your page, your web page, for an element with the ID of add input. Because IDs are supposed to be unique, and anything with an ID should only be instantiated once. Should there only be one element with the ID of add input on the page, this finds that specific element. And then in here, so this add to do, so we get this add to do, which is the button we created, and we call it. Actually, saying that, we need to have a look what that looks like, because we didn't even style it. You know what, we'll leave it like that for now, and we'll style it up a bit later. So add to do, and then add an event list of clicks. When you click that button, we do this function inside here. So this will do something with that function. So we could do it to do console.log, and then we'll do to do input.value. So that there, this little piece inside this console log tells you what you are clicking. So what's the value of that to do item when you click this. So let's go here. Let's come and type in Tyler. Go to the console and click add. And I didn't refresh the page. Don't forget to refresh the page, else your code won't work. So if we do JavaScript and click add, it's console JavaScript. Adjf is cool. Add JavaScript is cool. So it will console log anything which is in here. So now what we can do with that, if we create a variable called far, and we will say text to do text is equal to do input.value, then that will get the value off that, and we can reuse this later on in the code. So now what we want to do is, we also want to grab this to do list from the ID. So now if we come in and go far to do list equal to document.get element by ID, and we go in here and we go to do list, and now we have to do list. So we go far. Actually, no, first we want to do, you want to say, so create a new variable called to do, and we're going to set that equal to document.create elements. Actually, a quicker way, a better, say, I don't know, well, I'll show you this way first. So if we create element and we say div, that'll create a diff, and we can say do.class will be, oh, not that sort of class. Oh, do.class list, or is it class list dot add, and then we can add some classes in here, and I will call this one to do. Yeah, we'll call it to do, and down here we will go and we'll add to do dot inner HTML inner HTML, so the inside of it will be equal to do text, and then we will go to do list. God, I forgot my variable names. To do list dot append. So this means add. Oh, it's append before or after? Add after. So add to the bottom of the document inside of the to-do list, and we will say to do. So now, if we come here, we refresh the page, make sure JavaScript's all updated, which essentially really, I'm running it off a Node module called Surf. So if you want to install that, you need to install Node, and you should probably Google it. I probably shouldn't explain it right now. Maybe a later video. I will come here and I will type in new to do, and if I go add, there we go, that is there. Now if we add another one, say woohoo, I don't know what I'm on about, it adds it there. So that is in the to-do list, and if we inspect this, this is the class to do inside of the to-do list. If that now should now make more sense to you. But if we refresh the page, they will disappear. But in a later video, not this video, another video, I will show you how to save those items to your local storage, so to your browser. So when you refresh the browser, as long as you don't clear your cache, it will still be there. Or if you clear your local storage, which I'm not sure if you clear cache, it will do that. So that's that. But then we also need to go here to do text is equal to nothing. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Let's try it. Let's refresh. Type in test add. No, it doesn't. So I need to go here and go to do input.value is equal to nil. Let's refresh. Go to do add. Oh, add. See, then it clears this, so it's not, you'd have to delete it every time. Now what we can do with saying that, now once we've got that value, we can then clear the value, keep it all together. We'll split this code up a little. Now we can go here and go to do dot. Oh, what are we doing? We need to add a remove button in here. So now we need to go for remove btn is equal to document dot create element, and then we're going to say button this time, and we're going to say remove button dot class list dot add remove button, and then we'll go remove button dot add event listener. So we're doing what we did up there. Click. Oh, actually saying that, we also need to go remove button dot value. Is it dot value or dot inner HTML equal to remove? Now we need to carry on with this function. Now in here we will get the event. Actually, we don't need the event. We don't need it now. All we have to do to remove the to do is go to do dot parent node dot, what is it? Is it dot destroy child or dot remove child, delete child, delete node? Oh, so JavaScript remove element. So we need to go to do dot parent node dot remove child to do. Does that make sense? Let's test this work. Oh, we also need, but before we do, we need to append. So before we append it, we need to go to dot append remove button. So now that is on the page, that appends it to the bottom of the to-do list. Okay, so let's go and check this out. Refresh the page, add a new to-do, add, still clears it, and now we have to remove button. We click remove, it deletes it. So now if we go hello, get milk, please, we can remove each item individually in however we want. And that is how you create a simple to-do list. But again, we could go one further. Okay, and that is how you create a simple to-do list. We can now style a few of these. So if we go to the class you have to do, we'll say, well, let's get the to-do list, hashtag to-do list, and then go dot to do, and then do width 100%. Oh, let's do 80%, margin 0, auto. Border bottom 1 pixel solid, and then we'll do a grey, slate grey. Let's have a look what that looks like quickly. Test, boom. Hey, look at that, that's not that bad. Not that bad. He says, looking at it, thinking it looks horrendous. Remove child parent, no. Remove child, no, that's not like for remove button. So inside here, there's a remove button, and we will say float right, and then float right. Let's have a look at that. So to do, oh god, add, there we go, there you go, and then you can remove it. Hello world. Yeah, let's add some margin bottom of this. Margin bottom 15p. Oh no, that's not 15. That is only. There you go, bit of spacing, and there they are. That is a to-do list. You can style this however you want, so you can just change the style of the whole thing, or you can continue adding. I'm just gonna go all day. 3, 4, 5. There we go. It may look a bit uglier on bigger screens, but you can always change it. So on mobile, you can have it looking at 40. I mean, on desktop, you can have it at 40%. Oh yeah, forgot to add one. Ah, there you go. That looks a lot better. Obviously, you would use media queries to do that, to change that, which we can just do in here. Media max width or min width of 768 pixels, iPad size. The minimum width of 768 is to be width of 80%. One, two. That was the wrong way around. 40, 80. God. 1, 2. So now if we inspect this and we go below 768, it comes back out like that. Alright, so there you go. You could probably float this button here too. We'll do a little bit of styling this thing. So input bar. So if we go here and go display flex, flex direction of column, and then we'll go here, flex grow 1, and then what was the class? The other thing it was, oh, we need a class. We don't need a class, we can just use the button. Oh no, because there's more than one button, God damn it. Class button, or add button, add button, width we will do. So we don't need a width fix, we have a flex grow, which will make it grow to the as much size as it can take up. Oh, and I didn't add anything here, so width. Let's say 100 pixels. That's quite big, but we'll see. That didn't do it. I'm guessing this needs to be row. There you go. So now that is next to it, so now we can go hello. Add. Look at that, looks a lot nicer. But we need margin bottom on this. Margin bottom of 25 pixels. I want to give it good space between that. It's got a lot more than what I expected to. 1, 2. Look at that, looks a lot better. And you can do the same with the buttons here and everything. You can style this up however you want. This just okay, guys. Well, so yeah, in the next video I will create local storage. For now, I'll bid you farewell, and until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends.